Welcome to Patan. Angels in the architecture spinning infinitely.
He went to Somnath and sacked the temple. After all, it wouldn't have been easy for the Muslims and later on the British to come, invade and take over our nation.
First, my name Kamlesh Chauhan sir and गुजरात टूरिज्म ऑर्थोराइड गाइड रानी उदयमती की स्टेपवेल पर मैं आप सभी का हार्दिक स्वागत करता हूँ सर। गुजरात का प्रेजेंट कैपिटल गांधीनगर है सर। तो सर गुजरात का फर्स्ट डायनेस्टी ऑफ द रूलर चावड़ा आया सर। फर्स्ट चावड़ा रूलर था। चावड़ा डायनेस्टी के फर्स्ट किंग वॉज वनराज सिंह चावड़ा। तो वनराज सिंह चावड़ा ने 746 8th सेंचुरी में अपने कैपिटल का नेम अपने फ्रेंड के नेम से ये अनहिलवाड़ पाटन नेम दिया था मैम। तो सर ये गुजरात का ओल्ड कैपिटल है।
Welcome to Patan, the erstwhile capital of Gujarat. At first glance, it's an ordinary city, life humming along, unremarkable to the untrained eye. But scattered here and there are whispers of a grand past, relics that hint at stories untold. Step outside the city, just outside, and the ordinary transforms into the extraordinary. A stepwell that is nothing short of a wonder, Rani ki wow. Intricate carvings abound, angels in the architecture spinning infinitely into infinity. This marvel was built in 1025 by Queen Udaymati, an ode to her husband King Bhima I, a testament to love and architectural genius. But that's just one of Patan's tales. Today, we'll also meet Naikidevi, a queen from this city who in 1178 AD stood her ground and vanquished invaders from another faith. Two formidable women. Two stories of resilience and resistance, lessons from the past that resonate even today. I'm Young Man Old, and today, together, we will uncover Patan's hidden legacy. Join me as we explore the extraordinary beneath the ordinary.
The year was 1025. War clouds were gathering over Gujarat. Mahmud of Ghazni, the son of Sabaktijan, decided that he had to go beyond Sindh and loot the mainland of India. He was nothing but a bandit king. He was nothing but a robber king. All he could see was the riches of India and the splendor of its temples. It is said that he looted the Indian temples. He raided India 17 times, many of them to Somnath. The people got tired of it. The last time he invaded India was in 1025 AD. He went to Somnath and sacked the temple, killed 50,000 defenders, men, women, children, priests, soldiers. He broke the shivling there and took away the enormous riches buried within. But Gujarat had had enough. Gujarat, the land in which Somnath was located, had had enough. Its ruler was Bhimdev I, who ruled from this city, Patan. Bhimdev devised a plan. He hatched a strategy. He decided that this time he was going to teach the ruler of Ghazni a fitting lesson. He knew that his armies were no match for Mahmud's. So he devised a plan. He sent a couple of scouts to talk to Mahmud. Mahmud, Bhimdev has gathered a huge army to face you. Your army is nothing compared to his. You will not be able to face him. And therefore, we have come here with a plan. We can guide your forces through a shortcut into Sindh and onwards to Ghazni. You will go back there untroubled while Bhimdev waits for you in Gujarat. Muhammad believed them. Muhammad followed their advice. But these scouts did not lead him to Ghazni. They led him into the desert, into the great Ran of Kutch. There, his forces were faced with enormous difficulties. No water, no food. They started dwindling. Muhammad called the scouts and asked them. And the scouts started laughing and said, "Ha ha, we have tricked you. You destroyed our temple. We will destroy you." Muhammad did off with their heads. But at that very moment, the forces of Bhimdev who were following him attacked. They kept on clawing at his heels, kept on using guerrilla tactics till he ran away desperate. It is said only a few of them reached back Ghazni. Muhammad being one of them. He never dared look at India again. It is not as if the invasion of India for the Muslim rulers from Central Asia was easy. They tried for 300 years. But people like Bhim, people like Bappa Rawal and many others like them held them off for 300 years till in the end, Mahmud of Ghur took over Delhi in 1192. But therein lies the second part of the story. This beautiful edifice around us, the stepwell, was built by Bhimdev's wife Udaymati in honor of Bhimdev for the great victory against the Muslim forces from Central Asia. That was not the end of the story. The year was 1178, more than 100 years after the first invasion. A gentleman called Mahmud of Ghur wanted to attack India once more. He had heard of the enormous riches of Gujarat. He had heard about the political situation in Gujarat. And the political situation at that time in Gujarat was precarious. Its king, Ajaypal Singh, lay dead. His young widow, Naikidevi, was the regent. And his son, a 6-year-old boy, had been anointed king. Mahmud of Ghur knew that Gujarat was an easy picking. He had also heard of the enormous riches of Gujarat, the riches of its temples, the riches of Somnath. What he did not know was the resilience, the nationalism, and the spirit of Gujarat. Naikidevi was not just any other queen. She was the princess of Goa. She had been trained from a very young age in the art of horse riding, fighting, sword fighting, warcraft, and statecraft. She was a seasoned warrior. When she heard that Mahmud of Ghur was coming towards Gujarat, she decided to give battle. She decided to save her kingdom and save her son. She decided to protect her legacy. She went around and pleaded with the other Rajput rulers around to come together with her, to come and join her confederacy. But therein lay the bane of Indian administration. Each king was jealous of the other. Disunity struck at every step. After all, it wouldn't have been easy for the Muslims and later on the British to come, invade and take over our nation. If we had remained united, we were not united. Only a few kings joined forces with Naikidevi, and yet Naikidevi did not give up. Her army was vastly outnumbered, but her brain was more than that of 1,000 men. She hatched a strategy that could beat Mahmud of Ghur back. She decided where she would fight him. Her knowledge of the land, the lay of the land, and her oneness with it proved to be an invaluable asset. She decided to give battle at Mount Abu, which was a part of her kingdom, in a place called Kesharda. They were ravines. They were high mountain ravines with a pass in middle where Mahmud of Ghur's army came in. She faced them with her army which was outnumbered but had a lot of war elephants. they faced Mahmud of Ghur. His army came to a screaming stop. And as they stopped, her guerrilla forces came down the ravines from all sides and started slaughtering the invaders from Central Asia. They ran helter-skelter. They retired and ran back towards Ghur, towards where they came from. Naiki Devi gave them hot pursuit and killed a number of them. She came back to her kingdom, preserving its independence, its freedom. Mahmud of Ghur did not dare look towards Gujarat again. Even when he attacked India again after 12 long years, he decided to attack Delhi, not Gujarat. This stepwell, this city is testimony to valor, to love, to passion and administration. It's also a testament to Indian warcraft and strategy. Come, let us raise a toast to Udaymati, Bhim Singh and Naiki Devi, the woman who history forgot, only because perhaps she was a lady. Later on, the history books credit the victory over Mahmud of Ghur to her infant son Mulraj, who was just 6 years old. How is that even possible? But thankfully, local people, local historians have not forgotten this and still sing ode to the Queen Naiki. That was today's story. The story of Naiki Devi, Udaymati and Bhim Dev. Till the next time, stay curious. After all, it's all about stories.
एक रानी ने इसे निर्माण किया है स्टेपवेल को किंग की मेमोरी में। इस वजह से सर इनको रानी का वाव कहते हैं। वाव मीनिंग स्टेप वेल। वेल और स्टेप ये दोनों साथ में अटैच कंबाइन हो जाए मैम तो पूरा स्टेपवेल बिल्ड हो जाता है।